Hello again, my friends. You know, time is a very interesting concept. We're always pressed for time. We're always running out of time. We're always low on time. And how many times do we say we just don't have the time? Now, if you think about it, we are the only species on the entire planet that worries about time. You ever hear a squirrel say, I gotta hurry up and gather these nuts, I'm running out of time? You ever hear a cat say, I better hurry up and lounge around, I'm running out of time? You ever hear a bird say, I better hurry up and build this nest, I'm running out of time? We're the only species that worries about time. And the really interesting concept of time is it's one of the few things in this world that we absolutely can never get back. If we lose our house, we can get another one. If we lose our job, we can find another one. Now, obviously, we can't replace loved ones. That's a given also. But time is something we can never, ever, ever get back. So when you give your time to someone else, you're showing them a true act of love, a true act of compassion, because you're giving to them something you can never, ever get back. And I think when the disciples in the Garden of Gethsemane, when Jesus asked them to watch him as he prayed, before he was about to go through what he knew to be something absolutely excruciating, he asked them to watch. He asked them for their time. Again, something they can never get back. And how did they choose to use that time? They fell asleep. How do you imagine they felt when Jesus was buried, after he went through the most torturous 12 hours any human being could ever go through? None of us would want to fathom it. And how many of us would actually be willing to give up 12 hours of excruciating torture because they love us? When we tell a loved one, I don't have time. When your child comes and asks you, can you help me with my homework? Can you read me a story? Can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? They're asking you to give them something that you can never get back. So when you choose to give that time, you're showing the ultimate act of love. I myself, my children are older now. One's about to be 21. I cannot believe I'm old enough to have a son that's almost to drinking age. One's 19 and one is 16. And I think back to all the times when they've asked me for their time, and I said I was too busy. It's regrettable. I can't go back and give it back to them. Fortunately, praise the Lord, my two oldest are moving back in. So if they ask me for their time again, And I've given them plenty of my time. But there have been times when I said I was too busy or I was too tired. Oh, I just don't feel like it right now. How many of us in our lives haven't given the time to a loved one, and then we lost them? Just like the disciples lost Jesus. Or at least they think they lost Jesus. They didn't know he was going to come back. He said he was, but they weren't sure they could believe it. Most of them anyway. Giving our time to another is the greatest act of love, because we can never, ever get that time back. Something to think about the next time a loved one asks you for their time or for your time. Something I will certainly think about when a loved one asks me for my time. Thank you, and God bless all of you.